So, Shahar, Bracha, can you name one lesson or idea from abroad that's helped you or your colleagues?
Wow, I think there is a few. I think we are always looking what different countries or governments are doing. We're all doing the same. I think from the UK, we took the Gov UK website and modified to our needs. We took the Estonian X-Road approach about data transfer from within the government and created our own information backbone. And I think pretty much what everything Denmark is doing in terms of digital-only services and online messaging or communicating with its citizens, uh, all of the um, benefits of using those systems is something that we always look upon and benchmark and try to get and adapt to our needs.
Yeah, thanks. And are there any products or innovations from Israel that might be valuable to your peers overseas?
I think one of the key advantages of Israel is our way of thinking, our way of looking at a project. We are called the Startup Nations for a reason, and I think it's our approach to projects and problems. We seek simple solutions to complicated problems. We start small, we sometimes fail, and we fail very fast. And the ability to fail many times uh, provide us the ability to provide a good solution or a better solution at the end of the day. For Israel, being a good entrepreneur is succeeding. Being a very good entrepreneur is failing a couple of times and then succeeding. And I think it's the way is our willing to fail and our willing to try and try again is something that should be more commonly used abroad.
Right, I got you, thank you. How can we improve the ways in which senior public officials work with and learn from their peers overseas?
Well, as I mentioned, all of the governments are facing the same problems, same difficulties, and work mostly the same. There need to be some more discussions from within different governments. There are a couple of international groups like the ISA, Digital Nations, e-leaders, and others. And thankfully, due to the pandemic, if something good came out of it, is the ability to really meet in this online discussions more from what we did a couple of years ago, not just seeing one another once or twice a year. The second part, I think, it's to publish more case studies. If we have challenges and if we have success, there is a lot to learn from publishing these case studies and to learn from the trials and errors of others. And as I mentioned, we all do, our method of working is really the same. The challenges is the same, and the opportunity to learn is really there.
Right. Yes, thank you. And what are the sort of biggest global challenges currently in your field?
Well, first point is really moving forward or keeping the pace that the pandemic created. We are moving much more rapidly, much more faster since then, and we need to maintain it, not to fall back into the same places that we were. Second, I think it's the transition to the cloud. The cloud is changing the paradigms and the way we work. Government is not very fast at adopting new technologies, and the cloud changes this paradigm. We can uh, uh, use new cutting edge technologies very fast at the time that they are coming to the public. And I think once we get over through the regulation issues about providing government information into the cloud, we will be able to move very fast. Third, for me, is not to leave anyone behind. The fast pace moving into the digital area has the risk of leaving people who are not able or not willing to use digital services behind. And we need to make sure that we leave no one behind. We have the alternative ways of providing government essential services and benefits and making sure that we deliver training or orientation or even just simple support, technical support to everyone that requires that.
Gotcha. And the finally question is, what's your favourite book?
Well, that's an easy one for me. The book that I've reread every couple of years is Man's Search for Purpose by Viktor Frankl. It's an influential book about the power of positive thinking. In the last few years, there is a major trend about mindfulness, and even Simon Sinek's TED Talk about Start With Why. But the book really started, I first read it in high school and then reread it every couple of years or so. And the power about imagining the positive outcome and what you are willing and able to achieve uh, is something that gives you the strength to oversee the everyday struggles or even crises that you may have. And working from within a government is it's a struggle sometimes to change the way of doing things, to change how we are working. And positive thinking and seeing the future, a bright future, is something that really helps a lot.
Thank you very much. I will look that out. Thank you.